I'm Pure Light. Welcome to another episode of my Christmas countdown. Today we're opening day 18 of my Minecraft Advent Calendar. Hey! We got a book and quill, which is one of the ways you can write stuff down in Minecraft. And today we're going to be thinking about ways of sending messages in the game. There's something very Christmassy about the iconic red British Royal Mail postbox. Maybe it's nostalgia about sending lots of Christmas cards in the post. The one behind me is not a bad representation of a street corner postbox. And it's just made with 2 blocks of wool, a banner and a mangrove button. It looks very nice, I think, but it doesn't actually do anything. You can't use it to send or receive messages from your friends. So we're going to go over to the Crafting for Christ server now, where I've been having a go at making some working mailboxes. Sometimes it's useful to be able to send messages or gifts to our friends, even when we're not online at the same time. And of course, the classic way of doing that is with a barrel on a stick. And there's nothing wrong with that. That makes a great little American-style mailbox. And you can leave whatever it is in there for your friend, and then they can pick it up later. So that's really useful. But I thought I'd have a go at making something with a little bit of extra functionality. So I've got one over here that I've put together, and this one is the same sort of thing, really, just a barrel that people can come and leave messages in. I'll hop up over here. So we've got the barrel in the middle there, got a couple of shelves either side, and then the base is an anvil. And that's significant because the idea with this one is that someone can come along, they can look inside, they can grab a piece of paper and follow the instructions to rename a piece of paper with your message. So they can take a piece of paper out from inside and then use the anvil to write a message for Pure Light, and then take that out. Then they can pop the message inside here, and then in order to let me know that there's a message, I've got some banners here that I've made look like an envelope. And look, there's one there, an envelope there, but now I've got another message, so I'm going to pop one there. One of the problems with this design, though, is that on the Crafting for Christ server, our bases are protected by claims, which means that other people can't break your builds or get into your chests or steal your stuff, which is very useful, but it does mean that they can't get into the barrel to leave you messages either. So I thought I'd come up with another way where people could leave me stuff and indicate that they left it for me. And I've done this one in the style of the classic red British postbox. Again, I've used a banner on the front to make it look like a post office. And then we've got some mangrove shelves either side to add to the shape. And also got a bit of red carpet on the top. And underneath the banner, we've got a hopper going into a decorated pot. Down here, we have a redstone lamp. And if I show you, let's get use that fence post. Someone generously coming by, giving me a fence post, then come up to the post box and throw the fence post, and it disappears inside, and the light comes on. So next time I'm in the area, I can see that the light's on, which means I've got mail. And in order to collect it, I can go inside the building here, and here's the barrel on the floor, and there is my amazing, wonderful gift of a spruce fence. So I take that out again, and then we'll see that the lamp's turned off. So let me show you how it works. It's a very simple mechanism. Under this carpet here, here's another hopper, which the carpet's just gone into, and that's picking up the item that's been dropped in this hopper, through the pot, into a hopper underneath, through that hopper, through another one that's in the wall, and then that hopper goes into this barrel here. And then at this point, I'll just break my wall down to show you. So where we've got the barrel down here, here's a comparator coming out from the barrel. So it's reading the signal in the barrel and sending the signal out. And at the moment, there is a piece of moss carpet in the barrel, and so it's sending out a signal to here and turning the light on, because that signal's going through the redstone, through a repeater, into a block, and lighting up the redstone lamp. So I think that's a pretty fun and functional way to send messages or gifts on a server or a realm. Or of course there's always the low-tech solution: find an unclaimed spot and pop down a sign. It's great to get messages and presents in Minecraft, isn't it? Especially if the messages are good news. Today's Bible verse tells us about a messenger who brought the best news of all. So for day 18, our verse is Luke chapter 2, verse 10. But the angel said to them, "Do not be afraid. I bring you good news that will cause great joy for all the people." That verse comes from the classic Christmas story of the angels who appeared to the shepherds to tell them that Jesus had been born. I think we can sometimes give the impression that Christianity is mainly about bad news. It's about stuff that you can't do or can't say. But the gospel, the message of Jesus, is actually good news of great joy, that God has come and done something about all the bad things in the world. That's a message to really get excited about. Thanks for watching. Join me again tomorrow to open the next day of our Christmas countdown. Bye!